name is Thomas, and for the last time this year, I welcome you to Reviewing Eurovision, the weekly program where I react to and sort of review all the songs that are competing in this year's contest. I have normally done 3 each week, but not this week. This week I actually have 4 entries for you guys, and that's the ones from Azerbaijan, Austria, Lithuania and Macedonia. But before we go on with the songs, let's check out the scoreboard from last week. The last couple of weeks, my scoreboard have been affected by the fact that most of the entries have been music videos, and therefore haven't had the chance to receive any performance points. So they have either been rated poorly because of that, or they just haven't been that good. Among the 4 entries I will go through today, you find 3 music videos and only 1 national selection, and that's the one from Lithuania. This one will therefore be the only one who have the opportunity to receive a full score of 24 this week. Can it beat Estonia at number 1? Or maybe make some trouble for Moldova and the Netherlands who follows Estonia in my top 3? Well, I'm open for it, but it should be extremely good to do that. But as I said, I am open for it. Last week, in my hunt for the best entry ever in this contest, I set up the final battle from the 10 nominees you came up with. This battle were between Belgium 2017 and Finland 2006. And to be totally honest, when I set up this battle, I expected this to be a brutal fight between a kid and his worst nightmare. Because, come on, who didn't? We are talking about the 4th place last year, battling Lordi and their Hard Luck Hallelujah, which are one of the most popular wins ever. It was doomed to become a bloodbath, and as the 3 days of voting went by, it turned out I was wrong! No! Easy, people! Sit down! Sit down! I meant I was wrong when it comes to the part with the bloodbath. Because even though it didn't end out as the bloodbath I expected, it was still a convincing win. Because with 64% of the votes, there was never any doubt that Finland would take that last spot in the final voting. And that means we finally have a complete list of 5 finalists that will compete to become the best entry ever voted by you guys. And those are Ukraine 2004, Sweden 2012, Estonia 2009, Serbia 2007, and Finland 2006. The voting will end midnight on Wednesday Central European Time. Start voting now. First country up today are Azerbaijan. They had their debut in 2008 with one of the most iconic performances of the 2000s. The song was called Day After Day and gave Azerbaijan a respectful 8th place. The following years are also considered to be successful for Azerbaijan, as they followed up with a 3rd, a 5th, and in 2011 their first win with the song Running Scared. But it didn't stop there. They followed up their win with a 4th and a 2nd place, before setting a temporary end to their successful years in 2014 when they ended at number 22. We still see them regularly in the finals, but we haven't seen them inside of the top 10 since 2013. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. Personally, I find last year's Skeletons, which only ended at number 14, to be their best entry so far. This year they have united the composers of their 2 most successful entries. Will this help? Azerbaijan, let's see what you have for us. See a nice landscape. Was that? No, that's not her. No. Motivational pop song. At least from the melody. So far it's quite enjoyable. So far, I'm not sure if it sounds typical, something that would come from Azerbaijan, maybe something that would come from Australia. It sounds solid. Yeah. This is an extremely solid pop song from Azerbaijan. One of the best ones this year in this genre. I like the thing she do with her voice there. That Yeah. That was actually an extremely good and solid pop song from Azerbaijan. One of their best entries ever, in my eyes. It's extremely motivational, at least in the melody. I'm not that good listening to the lyrics, because I have ADD. You know what that is? ADD is something that fuck up my concentration. So for me, the melody are the most important part of the song, but I enjoy lyrics as well, at least when I can read them after. This is a song that makes me happy. I'm not on a ride of emotions. I'm just happy now. And those types of songs are the songs that I tend to enjoy the most. I want to give 10 points for the song. I was thinking about giving it 11, but this has so much potential to grow even more. So I'm gonna land on 10 now, and we'll see in a week if I might have changed my mind then. And since this was a music video, there are no performance points I can hand out yet, so that have to wait until after the semifinals. And that means I give 10 points to Azerbaijan. Next up, we have Austria. Austria had their debut in the second contest that was held all the way back in 1957. The song was Wohin Kleine Pony, and are probably not something we would see today. In fact, I can tell you that for sure. They ended last that year and set the standard for upcoming years, where they have ended last 8 times. But Austria has also won the contest. In fact, they have won it twice. First time was in 1966, when Udo Jürgens won with the ballad Merci Chérie. And I guess we all know their second win, which was as recently as in 2014. The artist was Conchita Wurst, and the song was Rise Like a Phoenix, a song that are more classic James Bond than most of the James Bond songs that are written up through the years. And I guess that's the reason many of us actually voted for it out here. That's right, it got my vote. But will it get my vote this year? Austria, let's see what you have for us. Symphonics? Same guys who produced Bulgaria, wasn't it? Gonna let the floodgates open wide. I can hear that. This is almost the same type of song. Weird. Okay. Not as much now. This is a type of song I'm not sure if I get a hold of. Because I was sitting here wondering what to say about it, because I'm not sure what to say about it. It seems to have qualities, but maybe not for me. But at least the guy seems to have a great voice. Like a warm, good voice that you feel comfortable listening to. But yeah, as I said, it has qualities. Okay, that was Austria. A song that I'm gonna say it right away. It's not for me. I said in there that it had qualities. The guy seemed to have a great voice, a warm, comfortable voice to listen to. The gospel choir in the background there was very fitting. I enjoyed that. Maybe that's the part I enjoyed the most in there. And it was also well produced, and I think this is the same guys who produced Bones for Bulgaria. Symphonics was a name I remember from Bulgaria's music video, so I'm gonna check out that. If I have to choose between the two songs they have produced this year, I have to go with Bulgaria. Bulgaria is extremely good. Austria was some way boring for me. It's not the most exciting song I have heard so far this year. I'm not sure how Austria do among the fans of the Eurovision and the odds this year. I haven't heard much about them, to be honest. I want to give 5 points to the song for Austria this year. Well produced, but not the most exciting song for me. And since this was a music video, I can't give out any performance points until the semi-final is over. And that means I give 5 points to Austria. Next up, we have Macedonia. They had a debut in 1998 after splitting with the other countries that formed Yugoslavia. Their best placement so far came in 2006 with the song something like that. I will set the name right here because I can't pronounce that name. But anyways, the song ended 12th. The last 10 years we have only seen them in the final once, and that was in 2012 with the song Kurino I Belo. Do you have an extremely hard language in Macedonia, or is it just me? I don't know if Kurino I Belo is a rock song. I'm confused actually, but it did okay that year as it ended at number 13. This year's entry are easier to pronounce. It's called Lost and Found, and based on the comment section on YouTube, people actually seems pretty impressed with it. Let's hope that goes for me as well. Macedonia, let's see what you have for us. You want me to come and take you? Reggae! It didn't sound like reggae to begin with. I didn't expect that. She seems like that kind of woman you would have an interesting evening with. This song is so incredibly confusing. Was she saying that she would fuck right now in the chorus? I wonder if she wrote those lyrics herself. I bet she didn't. We wanna fuck and it's no way back. It's that what they're saying, isn't it? I did not like this song. Sorry, Macedonia! I'm not the guy who gets offended by sexual lyrics. Not at all! It's quite the opposite, actually. But in this case, if that's not performed with humor on stage, I feel really sorry for her. I'm gonna go in and check who wrote those lyrics. Yeah, as I thought, there was a guy who wrote those lyrics. So what was he thinking? But I reckon he got her permission to write those lyrics. I sound offended. I'm not. I just feel sorry for her. But to the song. The mix of genres in here did not work for this song. It normally doesn't work either. Stick with one genre at least. It worked for Queen. But this is not Queen. This is far from Queen. But I'm not gonna throw hate on this song. I bet some people might find it somewhere enjoyable. I'm just not one of them. I want to give 3 points for this song. It doesn't deserve more. I don't think it deserves less either, because there are songs that have been worse this year. And since this was a music video, I can't hand out any performance points until the semi-finals are over. And that means I give 3 points to Macedonia. And now the time has finally come for me to check out the last entry of the year. The time has come for Lithuania. Lithuania had a debut in 1994 with
Ovidijus Vini Oscars, Lopin Milamai.
But the song sadly received the worst fate possible, when it ended last with 0 points. It took 5 years before we saw them in the contest again, but that probably didn't go as they planned either, since they ended at number 20. We have to jump a few years, to the year 2006, to find their most decent placement in the contest so far. But if the entry they had that year are decent or not, that's been the topic of many discussions ever since. The song was called "We Are the Winners of Eurovision" and are considered by many to be a 100% troll act. It was booed both on and off the stage, but it still convinced many to vote for them, because in the end they ended 5th. Will they beat their personal best this year? Lithuania, let's see what you have for us.
Let's sing the song that we wrote when we're...
Lithuania! Finally a live performance! With nice lighting, it seems.
No, I'll never forget that day, the first time we met. We've come a long way since then. And
Are we gonna end it with that ballad this year? The great one, the one we have each year.
from your very first smile, I knew that I'd walk a mile. See, it's for real when you know you never wanna let
She seemed to have a great voice. Those whispering parts didn't sound good though.
you make this place feel like home.
Wow, that stage is beautiful.
These are the reasons I can't let you go when we're out.
Wow, look at that. So simple, but so effective. Oh,
These are the reasons I want you to know. Oh, you make
yeah, this is a song about getting old. The song was called "When We're Old."
the reasons I can't let you go.
Or at least about someone she wanna grow old with. That voice, I have said it before, that's a type of voice I like. Those high, almost Indian-ish voice.
Take some carto.
Okay.
Okay, I taste
Oh, she was surprised. She did not expect that. That's a boyfriend, maybe. The audience didn't sound too enthusiastic, but they chose it, and I'm glad they did. Because is this the most beautiful ballad so far this year? Or so far? This was the last song. Let me reformulate that. Is this the best ballad this year? That's the question I wanted to ask. For my sake, I actually think it is. Compare it to Spain's song, which was way too much for me. This was quite simple. It was down to earth. It was easy but effective. And that's what I liked about this. I also think she delivered quite well. Even though those lowest whispering parts, those wasn't that good, but that was only a few seconds and I'm gonna look away from that. And the performance was also quite simple. She was sitting there with stars around and those lights who came out of those spots there. Those was also quite nice to look at. This is definitely a ballad that will receive 10 points for the song. Is it 11? I think not. I think not now. But the semifinal is only a week away. I might change my mind then. And the performance, that was just as good as the song. She had a great voice and the performance was simple but effective. It was very beautiful. And in the end, her boyfriend came out in the end there. And she looked surprised. There was something extremely real about that situation. And I guess it was real as well, because I don't think she expected that. So, because of that, I'm gonna actually rise it 1 point. So I'm gonna give 11 for the performance. This was extremely real. This was simple, effective, real, and I loved it. So 10 points for the song, 11 points for the performance. That means I give 21 points to Lithuania. They are inside my top 5. An almost perfect end of the songs this year. And that was sadly the last regular episode of Reviewing Eurovision. But I will be back before the final with my thoughts and speculations. I will also show you guys my up-to-date scoreboard and announce the winner of the Best Entry Ever poll. But keep your eyes open during the week, because I might have more planned. You never know. So until next time, take care of yourself and have a nice day. Bye.